welcome back to my film and TV channel. Hope you're all staying safe and well. We've got a seasonal offering today. It's Christmas 2022 as I'm recording this. Who knows when you'll be watching it? It could be well away in the ether by now, couldn't it? But yes, we're going to look at something on Apple. Yes, we're going to Apple today, one of their little specials, which is nice, a little bit of an effort for Christmas. And it's called Spirited. Please, if you are new to the channel, please push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications. It's great to have you on board. Spread the word, do everything film and TV, reviews, information, vlogs, etc. And leave us your comments about this film or anything else you want to talk about, anything to do with film and TV. It's great to hear from you. And please, if you've got a little time, just that split second, just press that little button, make an old film and TV watcher very happy, that little like button. Let's try and get to about 10, 15 likes for this if we can. Let's get a minimum of 10. Come on, guys. That'd be great if you can do that for me. Season of Goodwill and all that. Right. Yes, Spirited, a Christmas-themed musical comedy. Well, Christmas and music, a lot of people don't like it. I love it if it's a good one, but a lot of people don't. So it's probably onto a loser anyway. So you're going to get really, even before I looked at the scores on this, I knew it was going to be pretty mixed, whether the film was half decent or not. It's directed by Sean Anders, written and produced by Anders and John Morris. It stars, yes, Will Ferrell's back after 20 years in a Christmas film. Well, I think that's correct. I read that somewhere, although I find that hard to believe. Will Ferrell, Ryan Reynolds, Octavia Spencer, Sunita Mani, Patrick Page, Marlo Barkley, and Tracy Morgan, plus Uncle John Cobley and Father Christmas and all in this one. And the film is a modern retelling, and nothing wrong with this. I love it. This is my sort of thing of the Charles Dickens novella, of course, A Christmas Carol from 1843. No, I wasn't around then. Spirited was released in select theatres on November the 11th, 2022, and then ahead of its streaming release on November the 18th. I'm recording this on November the 27th. Yes, so November the 27th. So about a month to go. And this was released on streaming by Apple TV Plus, of course. Right, what's it about? Well, it's simple. A musical version of the classic Christmas story by Charles Dickens, a miserly man, no, not me, who treats everyone around him with terrible selfishness, definitely not me, finds himself on a fantastical adventure, no such luck, into the three phases of time, past, present, and the future. Well, that's my city vlogs, past, present, and the future. There you go. In order to discover how he ended up so miserable and alone. I'm sure it'll happen to us all. And as at the 26th of November, yesterday, as I've written this up at 9 p.m, these are all the comments and scores. Audience, positive, yeah. As I said, I thought we'd get a mixed response, but the audience quite like it. It's the critics who are a bit of a pain. Rotten Tomatoes audience, 81% positivity. A score of 4.2 out of 5. That's impressive. 8.4 out of 10. Internet Movie Database, a little bit less. They tend to rein it in a little bit. 6.6 out of 10 with an 80% positivity. So still, the public's still liking it, and why not? It's season of Goodwill and all that, as we said. The critics, they're not overly convinced, but they're still okay. Yeah, they're still fine. Still one or two dissenters. But Rotten Tomatoes, 68% positivity, so not as high as the public, and that's 92 critics. And it's given it an overall rating of 6.3 out of 10. So I'll take that. Anything over 6 out of 10 is pretty good. Tim Roby, he's from the Daily Telegraph here in the UK. He's fresh on this. He said, Spirited never gets you to a place of soar-away joy. Once or twice, I felt a little bit happy. Exactly, but he's busy, silly, and not a bad time. Yeah, a bit of a long time, but we'll speak about it. You know me and length of films, anything over an hour and a half, it has to be really good to get any good comments from me. But yeah, it was a little bit longer, over 2 hours, this one. Kyle Smith is rotten, though. He's from the Wall Street Journal. Well, he's probably got a turkey leg stuck in his craw. It's just gone Thanksgiving, hasn't it? But yeah, he's a little bit rotten, Carl Smith from the Wall Street Journal. He said, fans of Mr. Ferrell and Mr. Reynolds have likely never seen them in anything this earnest and tacky before. Tacky? Just entertainment, lighten up, and are liable to feel somewhere between betrayed and stunned. I doubt it very much, mate. I think you've taken it all a bit too seriously. The website's consensus reads, although it adds little to the long tradition of Dickens adaptations, I think it does add something. I think they could have pushed it a little bit further, actually. I think they missed a trick with this one. It was a good idea. I was thinking of ways to make it better myself when I started watching it. Spirited is so genially overstuffed that it's easy to at least intermittently enjoy. Yeah, okay. I didn't fully, as I say, the length worried me a little bit, but I did sort of glaze over occasionally. Metacritic, the other site we look at for the critics. Yeah, they're a bit of a downer. I don't know what's up with them lot. Obviously had a bad day. A 55 out of 100. Only 25 critics sold. It scored anywhere between 25 and 83 out of 100. So there wasn't too many towards that 25. But the Guardian's Benjamin Lee, he was at 40. He was one of the lower ones. He said the decision to make the film a musical is a genuine head scratcher. Yes, it could have been made not a musical. I think, and this is ways I thought it might have been a little bit better, a little bit shorter, a little bit more compact, a little bit more interesting with the storyline, because it was quite a clever way of doing it. So yes, that perhaps was a head scratcher. But if you like musicals like me, if it's half decent, why not? He goes on to say, Benjamin, one that's never justified or even mildly explained, given that the two leads are not natural singers. Well, you get that a lot now. It doesn't bother me one iota. You think of Les Miserables are not the greatest singers. I love the stage musical, but I love the film as well, even though the singing wasn't quite up to scratch. And so throughout the lunges into song feel awkward at best. No, I think the dance routines helped. I think the songs on their own were pretty naff, but I enjoyed the dance routines, which you'll find out probably why in a minute. We'll mention the connection with this. The raps, Alonso Duralde, liked it. He gave it 75 out of 100. The team with Will Ferrell making his return to Christmas movies nearly decades after Elf. This is where I got that information from. As I said, I find it hard to believe. And Ryan Reynolds delivers the banter you'd expect and the singing and dancing you might not. And their energetic... I thought that made it. Their energetic interplay goes a long way to making Spirited a movie that might become a holiday go-to in certain households. I think it will. In mine, probably not. I do have one I'll talk about in a minute, but probably not in mine. But every now and then, perhaps. Right, on to my thoughts, guys. As I say, I like a musical. I like a good Christmas film. But my score is just going to be tainted just a little bit by the quality, perhaps, of some of the songs and the actual length of the film. Which, as I said, for the first 45 minutes or so, I was enthralled, and then I got a bit tired with it. It went on too long in the end. But yeah, so I'm going to score it just my watchable rating. It could have got a bit higher, but I say I want to be a little bit picky on this. I don't want to be all Merry Christmas and Jingle Bells with this one. I'm just going to give it a 6 out of 10, which is fine. It's okay. It's a watchable film. Tell you a little bit more now. I mean, there's always room for a Christmas Carol update. I love them. I love them when, say, on British TV we do a little drama based on it. I think there's always room for a little bit of a change, a little bit of different, a bit of tweaking to it. Although not everyone will agree, that's fair enough. I can hear the humbugs building as I speak. The musical numbers, as I said, are always going to be a vote loser for many. One of my favourite musicals, one of my favourite Christmas films combined. If you take away something like Oliver, which I class perhaps as a Christmas film, it sounds a bit daft, doesn't it? Just because there's winter involved at some stage, there's snow in it. One of my favourites is Scrooge the musical with Albert Finney, and there's not many Christmases go by I don't watch it. It's as simple as that. You think I know all the songs off by heart. I know the odd line or two from every song, but I'm not very good on memory, so perhaps not. So for me, as long as the songs are half decent, it's not going to lose too many votes. So let's keep on the songs. Yeah, some are okay. Some will probably grow on me if I listen to them more. There's 2 or 3 really cracking ones. There's 2 or 3, and it's the dance toe tapping set pieces as well that makes it for me. And as you'd expect, I did mention earlier, this is done from the team who did The Greatest Showman. So, if you like that sort of ballady, happy stuff, that's what you get at times. Not all the time. As I say, some of the songs aren't that great, but the set pieces and the dancing, the choreography, excellent. I did enjoy some of it. Some I didn't. But as ever, what I've probably knocked it down to a 6 out of 10 for is the length of the film. It does just get a little long for me after about halfway. So 20 minutes off it, 1 hour 40, 1 hour 30 would have been nice. A little bit tighter. I think it would have been far better for me. I would probably give it a higher score. I think there's extra there they could have easily got rid of as well. Okay, it's not rewritten the Christmas genre. It hasn't, it's not where it just go. It didn't make me go wow. It made me go, oh, it's nice to have something different. That's what it made me feel. But it's a nice addition to the stable. If you like that stable, if you don't like that stable, you're not going to like it. If you don't like things like Scrooge the musical, I think there's an updated Scrooge musical as well with done a while back, wasn't it? A few years back in America, but if you don't like that sort of thing, you're not going to like it. It's not going to. If you don't like The Greatest Showman mixed with Scrooge, you're not going to like it. It's as simple as that. But I do, and I like this. As I said, I didn't love it. I just liked it. Will it become like Scrooge the musical, a diet in my house? My house for me. No one else watches it. Just me on me on me poor lonesome at the moment. Used to watch it with the kids, of course, when they were little, but too old now. Um, Will it become a staple diet most Christmases? I think of the last 10 Christmases, there's probably only been one or two where I've not watched it. Probably not. But what I'll do, I might check back in, hopefully, all fingers crossed, all well and good, back in with it saying Christmas 2024, a couple of years' time. I'll give it a miss next year and watch it the year after. Or even I might, if I can get the music on Spotify, I might even listen to some of the songs while I'm at work if it's on there. So that'll be great as well. So that's my views, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Merry Christmas, and it's nice to do little seasonal things, isn't it? And hope you enjoy it. I say for a family film who's into that sort of Glee sort of musical thing, I think a lot of people will enjoy it. And I say some of those scores earlier are proving that. So a worthy effort for me, a worthy effort to the Christmas genre, to the Christmas musical genre, which is nice, isn't it, this time of year? Thanks for watching. Please, wherever you do your stay, have a great one. Stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.